Without further ado, what the heck is behind our curtain? Don Pardo. Wow. Wow. Look at that, Kevin Feige. Look at all of them. Hi, Pom. Hi, Anthony Mackie. Hi, you guys. Oh, Tom Hiddleston. Oh, hello. My gosh, Robert Downey Jr. Does anybody have a question for Robert Downey Jr.? Yes, sir. I saw your hand go up first. Yes.
Are you going to be in Avengers 4?
Kevin? Wait, hold on a second. He's nodding his head, but let me see what he whispers in my ear. Am I in it? Yes, we already filmed it! Which means I guess you never know. I got to see in the screening tomorrow. If I die tomorrow, I'm going to be confused. We'll see.
What scene did you find most challenging to film for this movie, and why? Was it because of the people in it? Was it because of the director? Or was it, just anything like that?
It's all very difficult because of the directors and the people in it, this whole film. It's an awful experience. So myself, Jeff, and Tom are going back to our own movies from now on. The most difficult... The first day was what you've seen on the trailers. It was Thor meeting the Guardians, and it felt like kind of first day at school for me, because they all knew each other, and I didn't, so I was a new kid. And they'd all been shooting, and I hadn't. And I had some weird sort of nervous butterflies floating around my body. And but it was, but I squeezed them out of me, Chris Pratt gave me a big hug, and all the butterflies flew to my ears. And we had, this whole film for me was, I felt like a fan, and meeting a lot of these people and the characters that I'd watched on screen and admired, and so to be on screen with them as Thor, but as Chris also, was pretty damn exciting.
I recently heard that you would love it if Scarlet Witch got her own films. So what do you think Scarlet Witch could bring to the table if she did have her own solo film?
I would feel thrilled. I mean, we've got like Kevin Feige sitting right in front of me. Paul and I joke a lot about how much we would love to do like a House of M spinoff and a really domesticated indie version of it. And I think that would be a lot of fun. That part of her story is the reason why I love this character so much. And I mean, I'm just happy that I'm still included, so I don't need my own movie, Feige. Please just bring me back all the time. This is truly the greatest cast, and we get to work with the best crew, and we get to work with people who are the best at their jobs. And so there's nothing like this experience anywhere else, and we're all very lucky to be here and enjoy each other's company all the time.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Mr. Cumberbatch, you have said in a few interviews that you have read the script, but the Russo brothers also said that no actor has read the real final script, so I just want to get to the bottom of that. Thank you so much.
I read a script. Whether I read the script is for them to know, and me to find out when I see the movie tomorrow. But whatever script you read, it's never the film, is it? So it always changes, and these guys plus it every day, sometimes after the day, sometimes we'll be probably replussing this in December, even after the film is out. They never stop at this wheelhouse. It's a busy place to work, and so whatever I read is not necessarily what you're going to see. So I could tell you stuff about it, but it wouldn't make any difference.
I know we have to wait a long time for Black Panther 2, but how much of Avengers Infinity War is at least Black Panther 1.5?
Avengers Infinity War is Avengers Infinity War. It's not Black Panther 1.5 or Black Panther 2 or anything like that. I think we have a strong presence within the movie. And it was great to have some of these people, not gonna say who exactly, in Wakanda. But it is its own movie, and it was great to go from what we did and with Black Panther and bring some of that into Avengers. It was a relief, actually. but it's its own thing.
If you are green,
This is for Zoe Saldana. Because this, from what we heard, the story is told from Thanos' point of view, part of it. And obviously I wanted to know how that dimension sort of pushed your portrayal of Gamora forward, because obviously it's a sort of very emotional and psychological journey for her. So if you could talk about that.
Well, echoing what Dawn was saying, that besides, you know, these kinds of movies carrying so much action and entertainment and visual effects that really cater to all of our senses, we wouldn't be what we are, I think, in the Marvel universe if it wasn't for those emotional beats that all of these interrelationships carry, and that obviously in this and you know that thread involves a relationship between parent and child. And I will speak on behalf of also Karen Gillan's character, Nebula. We had so much fun with the arc that the Russo brothers and obviously Kevin Feige, you know, spearheading this, with the relationship that these daughters have with their father, because they finally get an opportunity to sort of address what it was like to have a dad that's so complicated. So it was fantastic. It was great.
Hello. So I use a lot of Marvel content in my lessons to keep my students engaged, and I was wondering how you see your role as a really powerful and fun woman on screen in math and science as inspiring kids and teens to pursue STEM fields. Wow, I think you kind of covered it. It's something that's super new to me, to play this character and to have a character who's just interested in all of these amazing subject matters. I wish I had a Shuri on TV or in the movies that I could see when I was growing up, and I would have stayed in my maths classes a little bit longer. But I'm really happy that the film and this character, Shuri, has allowed young kids to feel like learning is cool, and that they can contribute to the world with, you know, science and maths and technology and engineering, and also young women as well, getting pulled into that whole movement of feeling like it's not just a thing for the guys, it's also for the young women, to young men, young women, old women, you know, anyone to just get into and contribute positively. So to have that, and for you to use it in your classroom, and for many other people to use it too, I'm super grateful, and I just hope it continues. And yeah, it's positive and it's good, and it's a good thing. So thank you.
I've heard rumors that some of the women in the Marvel Universe have pitched Mr. Feige an all-female Marvel movie. What can we talk about that?
No, I know no details on that. I was just thinking how excited I am about Brie Larson, who's shooting Captain Marvel right now. And how that's going to be a pretty awesome venture. But I mean, the awesome thing that I think is happening, that we see happening across many dimensions in our entertainment industry, is we're seeing more women take the helm in various realms, and that is not only about time, but it'll make the world a better place, I think. So I'm looking forward to the future.
oh my gosh, so nobody foresaw this. I think this may be, well, I don't know. This is Zoe Saldana. This is Zoe Saldana. Zoe. Oh! Yeah.
Zoe, my question is, we got to see you first, and then you get to see everybody as Black Panther has happened, people of color joining in these superhero roles, and you were just so trend-setting and so ground-setting for me to see somebody like you on screen. And so when I saw the Black Panther universe added in, I was overwhelmed. How do you feel knowing that we, as people of color, are receiving more and more representation in this Marvel universe?
I'm happy. I'm super happy to be an American right now, to be in the entertainment industry, to be considered a public figure, and to also be given the opportunities by leaders such as our studio heads when they take on the task of broadening the narrative for our stories. It's plain and simple. I think that as actors, regardless of our race and our gender, we just want to be given an equal opportunity to be able to be chameleons and continue growing and connect with our audiences. So when directors and writers and producers understand that change needs to come from within, and as public figures, we have the responsibility to take the lead in broadening that narrative, it just makes someone like me, who would be nothing but a positive recipient, super happy, because I know what that means for our future generations. I have 3 sons, and nothing is making me happier. I keep saying happy, but it's true, to know that they are going to inherit an influx of like storytelling through media that represents them and makes them feel seen and heard, and that their lives and their heritage matters, but only through their merits.
Yeah.
So that I'm just really happy about that.
Thank you so much, Avengers Infinity War cast. Thank you, press people. This is the best time I've ever had in my whole life. Thank you. Robert Downey Jr.
Thank you, Jeff.
For coming.
Amazing.